Hey, it's Bill DeWeese from voice-over-training.org, and it's no secret we are now well into a bad economy, a pretty bad recession. And the bad thing for us who are voiceover talent about, in addition to the obvious, is that the two line items to get cut first from most any budget, a business budget, is going to be marketing and training. Now, what does that mean to us? Well, if it's marketing, that means people are advertising less, spending less money on commercials, which most of us depend on, at least in some part, for our income. And the other is training, e-learning narration, etc. About 70% of my work comes in the form of long-form narration, be it corporate narration or e-learning narration. So what do we do to not only survive during a bad economy, but thrive? And I've been fortunate enough that over the past 5 years, since I've become a full-time voiceover talent, my income has risen every year. And it's not by accident. There are some things that I do that has allowed me to continue to grow my business during a bad economy, and I wanted to share some of those with you. And the thing that brought that top of mind was earlier today, I was doing one of my regular marketing emailings, as I do to clients and prospective clients. And within minutes, one of my clients that I have not worked with for quite a while, maybe not quite a year, but quite a while, called me and said, he said, "I'm so glad you dropped me that email because I have a job from a client that I would like to get you to read for it and have my client listen to it and see if you'd be right for the job." He said, "But I could not remember your name." He said, "It was on the tip of my tongue, but until I got your email, then when I saw your email, then I remembered it was you." And so again, he called me to have me do, ask me to read for his client. Now, had I not sent out that email, and by the way, that's part of a regular marketing plan, a marketing communication plan that I have, that would have been a missed opportunity for not only that job, but other jobs down the road. That client and I began to talk more about, and I said, you know what, I coach voiceover talent and how to build a voiceover business. And I said, one of the things that I say more than anything else is the fact that it doesn't matter how good you are, people will forget about you. And he laughed and he said, it's so true. And this guy is also a business consultant. He said, I say the same thing to my clients, that people will not remember you unless you purposefully keep your name, your face, your contact information in front of those clients. So here we are in a bad economy, and we certainly want to be able to at least tread water, but how do you move ahead in a bad economy? Let me share with you the things that I'm doing that are working, and perhaps you can apply these to your own business. Number one is make yourself more valuable to your clients. How do you do that? Well, spend more time thinking about the things that are important to them. And here are some of the things that I know are important to my clients. On-time delivery. If I don't deliver on time, then that's a strike against me, because most of the clients that I work with have pretty short turnarounds, and they're working on deadlines. And if I don't deliver on time, then they miss their deadline with their end client. So on-time delivery. Also, minimize or eliminate mistakes. The more times that a script has to be sent back because you made mistakes in your read. Now, I know sometimes it's not your fault, it's not my fault, it's the script that was given to us by the client. But as much as we can on our end, eliminate those mistakes by going back and proofing carefully and making sure that what we send out is as flawless as we can possibly make it. That makes it much easier for your client, and also in dealing with their end client, because typically, at least in most of my circumstances, I'm working with a production company who's delivering to an end client. Also, make it as easy as possible to do business with you, in terms of your policy for doing edits, the way that you receive payment. And I won't go into great detail here, but we could talk about a number of things. But think through every exchange that you have, every interface that you have with your client. Minimize the number of times that is essential or necessary for your client to communicate with you. And the fewer hoops they have to jump through to do business with you, the easier you make it for them, the more likely they are to continue to do business with you. Number two, and I just touched on this, and that is stay in front of your clients. One of the most critical mistakes that we make, not just in voiceover, in any business, is that we assume that people remember us. They don't. They have 101 other things on their plate, other things they have to think about, projects, work commitments, family commitments, outside commitments, or whatever the case may be. You're just one of 1,000 things competing for their attention. You need a good communication marketing plan. so that you can stay in front of your clients, so that, as with my client earlier, when the opportunity arises, they can easily call on you to do the job. And then third, I wish I could tell you there was a silver bullet that would make all the bad stuff go away and that would make it smooth sailing and easy. But the truth is, it's not easy. It is hard work. And therefore, you need to increase, and I'm going to go so far as to say double your marketing efforts. If you want to not only survive and tread water, but you want to thrive and really move forward and continue to grow, even in a bad economy, you need to significantly increase the amount of your output, double your marketing efforts. Now, you need to make sure you're doing the right kinds of things. You need to have a good marketing plan in place. But whatever those efforts are, whatever you choose to do, step it up. I would suggest doubling, or at least as much as you can, increase your marketing efforts so that you increase the number of clients, you increase the number of projects that you have from your current clients, so that, again, in this bad economy, you not only survive, but you thrive. I'm very excited to say I've recently completed production on my Playbook video series. This is a series of 7 videos plus an audio program. It's almost 4 hours of video that goes through everything that I did and continue to do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis to build my voiceover business. It came as a result of getting so many phone calls and emails from people saying, how do you do it? I mean, specifically, how do you do it? Now, in these YouTube videos, I tell you how I did it, but in the Playbook video series, I actually show you what to do, exactly where to look, who to talk to, what to say, how to organize your plan so that you can effectively execute on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. If you want to find out more about that, simply drop me an email. I'll send you more information at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com, voiceoverexpert@gmail.com. Well, hey, get out there, get to work. It's a tough economy. It's not only tough to get new clients, but to keep the current ones that we have. So I'll let you go so you can get busy with that, and I hope to talk to you very, very soon. Take care.